like, for so long I was just, like, dealing with shit-ass, unsweetened peach tea. Like, what kind of monster makes peach tea but doesn't sweeten it? Like, what's wrong with you people? But now I have this, like, proper raspberry
You were
tea.
just, like, operating on this basic simulacrum of real tea.
It wasn't even, like... I would drink it and I would be like, ugh, what is... And then I would remember, oh, right, I accidentally bought the unsweetened peach tea. Like an idiot.
So it looks exactly like normal tea. It's, it is quite a good simulacrum in appearance.
Yes.
But
and
it's
I
just a
assume it
facade.
actually tastes exactly like unsweetened iced tea. It's just that I don't drink unsweetened iced tea because I think it tastes bad.
Mm-hmm. You could, I should have suggested this some time ago when you were being subjected to the faux tea. But what you could do is sweeten it. You could, like, put sugar
that's
in.
what I did with most of it. The other thing that I did was I bought a thing of peach tea, or I'm sorry, not peach tea. I bought a thing of sweet tea vodka and just mixed it with unsweetened iced tea. And that turned out okay.
So you wanted the tea flavor to add to the unflavored tea and also make it
tastes
alcohol.
a goddamn thing like peach, which is what I bought the thing for in the first place. But it got the thing out of my house, so it's done now. It's gone.
Okay.
Speaking of done and gone, we're... Oh, wait, no, I guess that would have been more fitting last time. We're done and gone with the Vice Desk, but now we're, like, one case deep into
you know what's
arson.
probably done and gone? A bunch of houses.
Oh, yeah.
Arson.
Arson. Burning stuff.
Arson. Okay. It's the arson desk. The first case of the gas man. I think it was a good case with a questionable ending. It reprised the homicide thing where, like, here's the two suspects and they didn't do it, pick one.
Yeah.
I don't really think it was necessary to reprise that, but I liked the rest of it. The Cole Phelps disgraced and the various reactions to that. The new partner, Biggs, who's a nice, quiet, awkward, odd man.
Also old.
Fire chief
He seems
cool.
to be old because he was also a World War I veteran, which is not
He is
something
indeed
you hear
old.
about too much.
Yes, so considerably older than the other partners. He's also the narrator of the game.
Before we get too far away from
Police
it,
Station.
the one thing I will say in defense of the ending, like I also don't think it was very good, but I will say that this was the most conflicted I've been over a ending choice.
Ah, I see. There was
Because
a genuine,
you could
like,
actually, like, if they hadn't shown that the cutscene of the guy with the hat, who pretty much proves that it wasn't either of the two dudes because neither of them had hats, although I guess they could have removed them. But, like, that seemed to be the clue that it was giving, like, neither of these guys did it. It doesn't matter. But, like,
yeah.
I could have been convinced, and I almost talked myself into it at the end of the last video, that the anarchist guy, whatever his name was, I almost talked myself into the idea that he did it.
And he if we got one more question right around, we might have ended up picking that. But the thing is, though, I quite like the actual denouement where Cole, or rather Trenchfoot, refuses to arrest an anarchist just for anarchism, and the police chief is like, "You fucker! I took a chance on you, and now you won't even arrest anarchists for me." It's like, well,
apparently we got sent back to the beat again, which is something that didn't happen to us before, but it could have happened before, where if you didn't pick a certain person, you just get sent back to beat coppery.
Before. It did happen to you before in a homicide when you didn't arrest a communist.
Wait, what communist did I not arrest? There was the one that was the homeless guy. I arrested him.
Oh, it was when you didn't arrest the pedophile.
Oh, yes. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
basically, what the police chiefs want of you is pretty consistent.
Yeah, they want you to arrest the bad guys, even when the bad guys probably didn't do the crimes.
Yep.
So we're now going to take a walk in Elysian Fields, which was the landscape or real estate developer from the last case. So that's probably suspicious.
That's right. Elysian Fields was a developer funded by the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, which is some sort of quasi-non-government thing. And Elysian Fields were who were paying off the arsonist. So this is presumably going to be... Yeah. We're going to go ahead with the denouement here of... Is this the same person from last time?
It's the same hat, I believe.
Although, hang on. This is a bunch of insane origami.
I mean, it's perfectly rational origami, actually. Like, you know.
But there was so much of it.
Fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Okay.
We're not even sitting in with the rest of the cops anymore. We're just going to the chief's office.
The relationship both of them have with him is also like where he tells them to do things and they silently go and do it.
Yep.
It's different.
Also, we're not having any more Roy Earl conversations like about the morality of vice cop work or anything. It's just like silently walking to the car now.
Yeah, you don't need... That is over and done with. It's over and done with because Roy won, but you don't have to participate in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not even like...
Alright.
I didn't mean Roy Earl specifically. I mean, like, most of the partners that we've had have had conversations as we're walking out to the car, but we're just, like, done now, I guess. We're too sad
There'll
for
probably be a
that.
conversation in the car now. We'll see, I guess. Oh. That's not how you get out of the police station.
No, yeah, I was trying to take a shortcut, and it's not a shortcut at all. I was rused. But that's not even my fault. I mean, it is my fault because I should have looked both ways before crossing the street the way Mama taught me, but,
There's a conversation. Cole also is
Teasing you.
commenting on this.
Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developers gonna have some very angry customers.
huh. So that actually would be the inverse of what we would have expected from the arsons, right?
Years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
But like we were expecting that the real estate developers were trying to burn stuff down so that they could get like more money out of the houses. Burning houses
presumably
down
that
that
is
you've
not the
already
only reason
sold
for
doesn't
it.
actually get you any money.
Yeah, presumably the thing where Elysian Field paid someone to burn down houses is not the only reason for arson in the city.
Also, I just want to say
it's-
that car cut me off really bad, and I had to brake so that it didn't hit me, and further damage
But
my
you didn't.
reputation as an incredible cop.
You totally succeeded, though.
Yep.
In a heroic feat of action driving, it didn't crash into someone on this occasion.
I'm really trying to get better, you guys. Now that we're in the last act of the game, finally it's time to get good at driving.
I do like how the last one takes place with the sad music driving thing. The one's like, and you're going around all these suburbs and shitty stick houses and rapid developments, but also like the American dream. Like it looks kind of shitty, but also
I mean, the American dream is
colorful
kinda
and
shitty. Like, I think that
and
the
there's a
last
lot of
100 years of American civilization have proved that out.
yeah. I mean, the suburban thing really did not work out in the long run. But at this point in history, to a lot of people, this is like their new life and the spoils of the war, as it were. And so this is a new start. That's what it was for Cole's family.
What family? They didn't have one anymore. It's all gone.
Yeah, in the past, I'm talking about.
Okay, that's... Come on. What are you doing? Like, I fully acknowledge, again, that is totally my fault, but why do these people, like, hurry up to
They
get
try
into my
to see if
way
everyone
and stop
uses the
directly when
drug
they're
belt,
in
which
my
is
way?
not true. Yeah. They're unsafe in the circumstances. Well, this place isn't too burnt down. On the other hand, 4 people died, so it must have been a fairly severe
Oh yeah,
fire.
that place is pretty burnt down, actually.
Did you see the Suburban Redevelopment Fund banner outside?
I did not, but thank you for... Yep,
That's-
I have now.
In a free nation. What was that? What did it say up there? That was something crazy.
Hang on, let's... Sorry, I realize there's a case going on, but I'm just gonna run over here. Building the new victory homes of tomorrow today.
In a free nation, as the birthright of every American, each home shall be a shrine of freedom.
All right.
That's really, they're
bit over
really
the
selling the patriotism there.
Yeah, it's a bit over the
I mean,
top.
You guys better see this.
the GI Bill was a massive influence on the economy and culture.
Oh yeah.
Strong stomachs.
Probably
Okay.
some burnt out dead bodies, right? Oh, yep, burnt out dead bodies. But also they're kneeling.
Morelli, Mike,
Uh,
we recovered a picture
people
of the
don't
man.
normally kneel when they're burning to death.
Yeah. It's like they were huddling together in the corner
Be
here.
honest, I distract you, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Fire Captain Lynch.
Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think
Whoa.
we moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
That would make
I'm
this
almost positive
murder.
The cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies. that
So
aren't
somebody
scorched.
killed them,
Coloring around
posed them to be
fingerprints.
kneeling
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
in...
I think
in
fire
prayer?
was post-mortem.
Is that prayer? I can't quite tell with the hands.
This
It's...
room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Yeah, I have no idea. I do not remember what was going on in this case, and
They're
it's
not
very unusual.
quite praying. Oh, okay.
Muscles and tendons
Thank you.
to track.
Because I
Oh,
actually
wow.
did not know that.
No, me neither. It is striking. You know what they look like to me as a psycho gamer? They look like something from Bloodborne.
I was going to say Dark Souls, so I'm glad that you went there first.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like Soul of Cinder or something. Oh dear.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
Very morbid, Cole.
No, I have not. Show some respect.
What? What?
It's slapped down. He's clearly not in a great mental place these days, Cole.
I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
I mean, we already didn't think.
Wrong guy.
That
Yeah.
doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt
For the fire?
for his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
That's.
You are one very
Maybe.
disturbed individual, Phelps.
It's. I don't
You had it rough
really
lately,
think
but
that
you should
there's
start to
much
confront
evidence for that,
otherwise
really.
thoughts.
It's
He could be right.
projecting.
Can you come up with
I
an
think.
alternative?
Yeah, like the guilt. When he says guilt, he's talking about his own
You
guilt to
telling
some
me
extent,
some
isn't
son of
he?
a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole. But I don't think we could ever prove it.
Yeah.
There's very little evidence.
Disgusting.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Yeah. Biggs just kind of ran out of the room, which
Yeah, it's
I
out left
can't.
here.
I
To the
cannot.
left.
I refuse
God damn
to-
it, you're going right.
I know. He's out there, but they told me to do
Yes.
something, so I'm not going to do it. I've played video games before. What? Have you never played a video game before? Do you not know how to get all the evidence and all the treasure chests and everything? When they tell you to do something, you don't do it. You go the
I
opposite
legitimately
way.
did not realize that was your motivation. I'm not going to do this because I was told to do it. That's a high level of justification for the oppositional defiance disorder.
Okay, given that I just got a thing down here, I was totally supposed to do that
Flashpoint.
and come back down here with my partner probably. But hey.
Foundations.
but yeah, that's totally like
Steering outside there.
I forgot.
It is quite possible that's like the spot where Biggs would have been speaking or something.
Well, I'm already down
News.
here, so I may as well keep going.
So the explosion definitely came from that heater again, right? Like it's
They're still
It's-
investigating, but that did seem to be the case. Yes.
So it seems like it could simply be a continuation of the other thing. It had a developer's banner, albeit not Elysian Fields. It talked about the fund which Elysian Fields is part of, right? So I mean, it could still be Elysian Fields.
Yeah. And given the title of the case, it would be weird if they weren't involved whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's a big hammer.
It's interesting that, yeah, nice. Definitely
Thor.
smash something like that.
Oh wait.
He does get a
If it was
wrist
Thor, if
workout,
it was Mjolnir, I wouldn't be able to pick that hammer up.
boiler is intact at least. This house was more sturdily built than the other ones, like it's all brick foundations.
Yeah.
That's why so much more of it has survived. I was surprised at first, but now, having actually seen the interior of the house, it's like, oh yeah, you can't just like burn it up and blow it all up because it's wood and metal.
Also, it actually has a basement. The other ones I don't believe did, which is not unusual
It's a nice
for.
touch.
It's not unusual for like not houses not in the Midwest to not have basements, but I always am baffled
So
by
something
it.
finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood.
Oh, are we comparing war stories?
Farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out.
Wait, why did they put him on arson?
That's a good
I'm
question.
gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Huh.
Biggs is
Remember the
worried
list,
or upset.
travel agent.
I cannot blame him after he watched a man crumble to
Pirellis
dust in
were
front of
used
him.
too. Their name was on that list.
Yeah.
Work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across.
It definitely seems like a conspiracy to burn down a bunch of houses, which has now killed multiple people, which you should not do.
It's killed at least 2 families. Not just like multiple random people, like 2 whole families are gone now. I believe it's pointing me towards this,
Oh yeah, you should go and talk to him, because remember last time we didn't talk to a guy, he refused to talk to us later.
That's true. And see, this time I've cleverly done my investigating first, so if we got any clues, I'll have them have access to them in this interrogation.
Imagine after
But there was more investigating to do, like you didn't look at everything in the house yet.
That's true.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
That's a good name, actually. Like, when you think of grills... Well, now I'm the one being disrespectful. But it's fiction.
It was George Foreman, anyway.
We were asleep when we heard the explosion.
He's looking away a little bit. Let's check those numbers. Those numbers are high.
I'd doubt then. It's, I mean, it could have been truth, but it's...
Look at his eyebrows, man. Those
he's like...
Those are liar's eyebrows.
It's a I wonder if you'll believe me eyebrow movement.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess
Ooh.
they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and
Yeah,
building
this is
new
the same thing that was
subdivisions
happening
for
last
GIs.
time.
Morelli was
It is. And this time it won't take 5 cases to realize it.
Someone is knocking these houses down.
Elysian Fields. You must know them.
Yep.
The billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
He totally knows. And the numbers say that he's doubtful.
Well, no, they don't. They say it's doubtful or truthful, but
The way that he said, I don't know, and now the way that he's just like...
yeah,
Grimacing
and it wouldn't
horribly.
make sense. He wouldn't need to... Yeah, okay, let's doubt
I
him.
thought of Morelli. His whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed.
I like that the doubts
He
here
built the
are
house
just
himself. He
very...
didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
It's not about yelling anymore.
Yes. It's very muted. Also, speaking
He's
of
not
muted,
yelling.
I'm going to raise the volume up after this interrogation. I lowered it briefly, but now it's
Oh,
starting
yes.
to feel too low.
Yeah.
You said the
You're not
Morellis
dealing with
wanted
drug
to move
lords
away.
anymore, basically.
Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's
But
right.
with, you know,
First thing
aggrieved
I thought of
neighbors.
the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
He totally knows because he got the same offer.
No, I'm not sure. Did you see his face this time? It looked more truthful.
It may be one that we don't need to press him on. We just need to like...
No, he didn't get the same offer. Remember, he said who was running the competition.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't, yeah, he didn't win the competition. Because the competition was fake.
Yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell.
Ah, okay. There we
Competition
are.
was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Another reason he resented Morelli, probably. But it's all very... Oh, there's so much circumstantial evidence.
Give me just a moment to raise the volume.
Raise the roof. It kind of sucks, doesn't it? Because, like... It's pretty clear what's going on here, but it's going to be a hell of a thing to prove it.
Yeah, also, like... We don't actually have any names. We just have, like... Boy, it sure is suspicious.
Big
These
three.
houses that keep winning these awards, or winning these contests, keep burning down.
Yeah, it's very, very suspicious, but it would be difficult to, for example, charge Leland Monroe with a crime right now. There was a marked exhibit, I think, in the room where the family died.
There was a family photograph. I don't know if there was another one. And I really don't want to be in the room with the dead bodies any more than I have to, because they look disgusting and kind of
What's
horrifying.
that, B?
Yeah, that's the family photograph that I already saw.
Oh, right, you already looked at it, but yeah, turnover thing.
Sorry, I don't know what an actual burnt body looks like, but if they look anything like that, or actually, you know what, for that matter, even if they don't, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see a burned body.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reasonable thing to not want to see. I think you're with Herschel Biggs on that also. Actually, even Cole seemed a little disturbed too, just in different ways. Like, he doesn't show... only Carruthers really doesn't care, because he's like, yeah, I know from dead bodies.
Yeah, I mean, it's Carruthers' job, so I can forgive him for being a little jaded. Cole was a little weird.
He was, wasn't he? Like, talking about how the man's guilt must have made him do this. That's why he like acted like after ordering the fire. He was clearly projecting in some level, but we'll have to find out what that was about.
Also, I assumed that the gold handles on those drawers would let me open them up and just take a peek, but apparently not. I'm going to try again real quick, making sure.
I did see something when you were in that room before. I saw an A symbol through the walls there, though it may have been in a room you're already in. That's the wrong bolt.
The A symbol is the bodies.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was not the openable bolt.
Yep.
I guess it's not.
Those are the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Still burnt.
A doll or something you can look at?
It isn't, and it really ought to be. Like, look at how lovingly textured that is. It's like a watermelon.
Well, not lovingly modelled, but it's just like a rectangle, but textured. I wonder what kind of evidence there could be here. Maybe you've got it all. I'm not sure what. It would be really nice to have something, but
this would actually. So I would have thought that was something to look at, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's not the kind of crime that leaves behind a ton of evidence, unfortunately.
Also, this basement is flooded as shit. Like,
it's super flooded.
Hopefully not flooded with shit. That would be unfortunate.
Are there any remnants of the exploded heater?
I'm gonna check around outside. That's, I think, where they would be.
Alright.
But I don't believe that there are, not down here at least. No, this is just like a really well put together basement, honestly.
Yeah, the guy built his own house and was proud of it and stuff and did not want to sell to the property developer. So they were like, well,
what if we just blew your house up?
Down and kill you. Yeah.
They didn't want to kill him. I mean, they did, but they didn't want to. That wasn't their plan. It's just an unfortunate result of their plan.
I'm going to remind you at this point of something you may have forgotten.
What's up?
One of the newspapers.
Oh, Fontaine. This is Fontaine's thing, isn't it?
Harlan Fontaine's patient. Do you remember he had a patient, one of the people who was being given morphine? Oh, we found the heater.
Same model.
Varley. Hey, we just talked to that dude. Did we arrest that guy?
Yes, actually, he has been arrested. So, if he did it, then he's already charged with the crime. So, but he didn't do it.
No, he didn't.
But you can see why, like, if you just go and report the bare evidence back to the chief, he'll be like, oh, Reginald Varley was the maintainer, was he? Well, good job.
Yeah.
Case closed.
You know, I was really mad when you didn't arrest that anarchist, but now that you've brought me this additional information, I'm very happy. I mean, I'm not happy because more people are dead, but, you know. Yeah,
not happy, but he possibly would be like, oh yeah, decent outcome. There's no need to look into, like, important people or whatever. So yeah,
but
newspapers.
Yes, you were saying newspapers, and that reminded me, one of the people was coming to him because he had the urges to burn things down, didn't he?
Yes, and then there was a later scene with that same guy, the patient, being super, super mad at Fontaine on the phone. He was yelling that that he refused to do this anymore. You said there wouldn't be anyone inside.
And combined with the... Okay, yeah. So we...
So that newspaper, could that have been not a flashback but a flash forward? Could that scene have been depicting the aftermath of this crime?
Or the previous crime, for that matter.
But this is the one where the arsonist knew there were people inside.
That's true.
And
he may not have known for the other one.
And yeah, this may be the first time he's known he's killed someone.
Well, we were already
it's like,
very close to nailing Fontaine before. On drugs, but because of the inaction of the police department and also because of Cole Phelps' personal moral failures, 2 families are dead.
We found out before that the newspapers were not in fact flashbacks. One of them, for example, took place during the case, and yeah, some of them were flash forwards. So yeah, timelines got played with at us.
I hate time travel.
All right, well I guess
there's still some
no
clues
other locations. There must be, I guess, because there's no other locations to go to. What have we missed?
That's a good question.
Did you examine the bodies?
I did.
Did you talk to Carruthers?
I thought I did. I thought I did in the cutscene. That guy is still, like, highlighted on the thing, so there must be some more evidence that I'm missing that I need to talk to him about, right?
Okay. Yeah, let's go back and, like, explicitly examine the bodies and talk to Carruthers. Like with the X buttons or whatever buttons are involved in doing this.
It is the X button.
Okay, so you are in fact using an Xbox controller.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not insane enough to use a PC keyboard and mouse to do this game because like this game was
It was a console port.
yeah, and honestly, it's humiliating enough. Like I brought this up before. Oh, I hadn't checked out the A exhibit before, even though I totally did. What's wrong with this? Or is it?
Maybe you did.
There isn't much I can tell you right now, Cole.
Great. But yeah, I haven't complained about this in multiple episodes, so I'm just gonna briefly complain again. I can't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't dual invert the camera controls. I can only invert up and down.
It's true. You can't. So this guy did we just not ask him all the questions?
I'm standing in front of him and mashing the X button. I don't know if you can hear this in the microphone now, but I'm hitting the X button right next to the microphone. And
Okay.
he's not
And
doing it.
prayer for the dead. That's all I've got to say.
Okay, he seems to be telling us that he's got nothing else to say.
Oh, Rusty, sorry, not Rusty. He's just wandering over.
Deeks was talking to
are we
neighbors,
supposed to? Yeah, just talk to neighbors.
Ah, yes, you've talked to one of them, but not all, I guess.
Well, I can't knock on this door, or this door.
Yeah. What about the house he was at just now?
Yep, that's where
Was
I'm
that
going
like a
next. This handle isn't gold, so probably not. Nope.
No, not knockable. Maybe the neighbor's on the other side from the one you've already chatted at.
Maybe.
Ah,
Wait, is this? Huh?
not a lot of people living here.
What is this?
Alright. It's an empty lot. I think.
Yeah, that's
Looks
what
like
I
an
think too. But I'm just gonna do a check briefly and make sure that there's.
Sure, I mean, maybe the arsonist like prepared stuff here or whatever.
I mean, somebody's been sleeping here, right? That's a mattress.
Yes.
I think.
That's probably what happens in empty lots sometimes, particularly in a place with nice weather like Los Angeles. How do you... Is it Los Angeles or Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
Ah, okay. I say that word wrong a lot. I'm sorry.
You say it like a foreigner would, so I can't really blame you or be upset with you for it.
But I'm...
Cannot knock on this door either. I think we may have bugged something?
No.
Like, the guy still hasn't gone away from the map, right? Did I bug it by going down to the basement before I talked to...
Biggs. Well, now that you've got him with you, you could go back down to it again, although...
You all need to leave.
I've done so, though, is the thing.
The thing he's not following you around, though. Maybe he doesn't want to go inside. Well, let me quickly check the thing to see if you are, in fact, in a bug situation.
Please do. And if I'm not, let me know what I missed so that I can be either upset that it's so not intuitive or upset at myself for being an idiot.
There are, in fact, more clues to find.
Okay.
And you do need to look further at neighbors' houses,
Okay.
basically. Nothing left inside, as far as like... Well, I didn't like read through the whole thing in detail, because I don't want to be spoiled much, basically.
That's right.
But yeah, I glimpsed that, yeah, there's some neighbors' house stuff you haven't spotted.
Okay.
Not sure which ones.
This... Nope, that's the one that I went up to before.
Yeah.
Do you have a handle? Nope.
Hmm.
Do I get to, like, go inside
you
his
have a-
house?
Yeah, you haven't really checked around this guy's place, you just talked to him.
Yeah, and this is actually still on the, thing.
Shoes. So I guess this is considered part of the crime scene for evidence searching purposes.
Yes.
The guy is commenting on you looking at his shoes.
I thought that was
Wait,
Cole
wait.
actually saying that.
Oh.
Like, these shoes are shit. Hey, buddy, you see these shoes? You got shit shoes. You wear
Maybe
bad
check down the
shoes, not
side
good
near
ones.
the exploded house. 'Cause there's also some debris and stuff here, I guess. Shed?
Nothing in the shed.
Nothing in the shed. Was there anything like deeper in the back garden hurled away by the explosion, or It's kind of really a stretch at this point, but
I think the music's gone when I get this far over. It comes back when I'm like, yeah, it comes back when I'm like halfway into this house. So, nothing here.
hang on. Have you found? Okay, head back out to the road in front of the neighbor's house. It said we should like look at a tree there.
That's why?
I don't know. There is a tree just this there, I guess, to look at.
The audio cuts out when I actually get into the street.
Yeah, no, but the tree was on the property. Oh! Look, it's a newspaper behind you.
Just heard that ping. Okay. Well, this isn't really gonna.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand.
Hey, that's our dude.
But now I do.
He's got the hat and
I'd like
everything.
you to come
His
back
name's
to the
Ira.
clinic.
I'm helping other people.
Yes, there you go.
Doctor,
think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for
Oh boy.
weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus!
This world is only temporary.
Oh boy.
Here in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Well,
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Dot.
he should probably call the cops, right? Like if he
Yeah,
wasn't
he
doing
should.
massively illegal bullshit, he would probably call the cops.
Yep. So maybe that explains Rancho Escondido. Was that what we were missing then?
I don't think so, because like that wouldn't have given us another location or another clue or anything. We're still looking
good
for
point.
the Morelli house fire.
So I think if you go back to the neighbor's house, where the neighbor is, there was a tree, which I think
Oh,
we were meant to.
this
find
burnt down
something
tree?
under. Possibly so.
I swear I walked past this tree like 5 times.
There's also.
Not
let
this
me not just glimpse this page this time, but actually read it. The neighbor's house.
Cigarettes. Footprints.
Yes, you found it. Okay, this all seems very relevant. Yep, that's what you're looking for. I can close the page now.
Okay.
Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Calderon.
Oh yeah, Calderon actually, because of the accent. But yeah.
Whoever he was
Philippe
one of the
Calderon.
Boondockers. I would
That's
never
why
have
he
been
didn't.
anywhere.
That's why he said they're not boondockers.
Ah, right.
Some fantastic
Okay.
out of order. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, that tree was not very noticeable, was it?
Sometime this game. Oh, and apparently that's not it.
That's not the only thing, anyway. Huh.
Did I miss something with the boots?
Maybe now you should talk to the neighbor and see if he has anything to say about someone hanging out around here on his
guess.
property, throwing down cigarettes.
Yeah, there we go. Suspicious activity.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Shifty.
Hmm.
But a high number.
Hmm.
Shifty enough to doubt? Do you think?
Hmm.
He's looking
Why
around.
would he... Yeah, why would he lie about this? I don't get it.
I'm just gonna shoot from the hip here. He was cheating on his wife, so that's why he wasn't home.
Do it.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the
Why
fence.
was he lying?
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy.
The
Kinda
hell do you
tall,
mean?
Skinny.
He
though.
was literally standing within your fence line. What's
Orange
wrong with you?
lumber jacket, beat up hat, and no hair.
Why didn't he want to tell us?
I thought he was
It's
a
more and more
pest
suspicious,
exterminator
isn't
guy
he?
was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Person
Sure.
of interest, smoking
Hey, if you're
man.
interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you
Yes,
like.
please.
That would be great.
It would.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Ooh,
Piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
The way he puts that.
it's.
He's so.
I guess at
So
this point, like it would be literally like not
Legend
super
about
well
it.
heard of. But yeah, these are paper
Fold
cranes.
1,000 of these and you get a wish.
I remember this from Persona 4. You could fold these and Raise your diligence, I think?
Hey,
Maybe your kindness.
Don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it.
Huh.
It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
Call 2800, because there's only 2800 phone numbers
For
right now.
Elysian Fields Developments.
Again, this is the question is going to be, can we prove it, basically?
Oh.
And if not, what
You
happens?
already have one.
Huh. Oh, there's a different thing, though. He's got the trip flyer on there.
When did the flyer arrive
Yeah.
in the mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks.
By
This one was in the mailbox when I
today.
got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Michigan 945.
Even though Michigan is a long way away.
It is
Maybe
very
that's where
far away.
Catalina Island is? Game well time.
Catalina Island sounds like it's somewhere like also
Great
the
Lakes.
I don't think there's any islands in the Great Lakes really. I'm hitting the
Really?
oh it's the A button, not the X button.
Paul Phelps, badge 1247.
I need an address for a property developer.
He didn't even
Elysian
bother saying
Fields
it.
Developments.
Whoever I am, you better give me an address.
Or possibly it got adjusted by like
Messages,
where I was standing and everything and just like
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Oh.
Of course. Here you are.
Holy shit. He's actually making a phone call.
holy shit.
Commander?
Blades on the Morelli farm.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
What?
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Nope.
Yes, sir.
I do not understand.
Have a report on my desk today.
So
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We
is
should
it?
check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Huh.
I wonder, do you still have the option to visit Elysian Fields office?
I'm really
despite
curious
what you've been
actually.
told?
Like is that a failure state if you just go to Elysian Fields and then it's like, "Hey, I told you not to do that."
Let's go the hell there, though, because, like, come on. It's hard to ignore the links.
Okay, I will say though, if we go there and it immediately fails us out of the case, probably going to be good for the night. unless we get to
We
just
are
like
not going.
reload back
Yes,
into the
we
rest of
are.
the case.
You just won't let this go, will you, Cole?
You know they're
Oh
all
shit, it's
somehow.
right
You
there.
expect me to turn my back on it?
Like I literally have to
You're a
stop
big
now
boy.
because
I expect you to know which battles are worth throwing my pension away for.
huh. But yeah, I had to stop because they were talking, but it's literally right around the corner.
Yep. The office is out in the suburbs with all the developments.
I've turned on my siren so that this person will move, but they
It's
aren't.
not
moving.
working. People are like, we're not going to violate traffic laws for you. Jesus Christ.
What? What? He earned that, okay? I turned my sirens on, he didn't move.
No excuse for that one. 1:05 p.m. Sorry, bad habit of reading out text that appears on the screen. It's a nice set of offices, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, we clearly have different levels of trust in the game. You're obviously not going to be failed out of a case for going and investigating something the cop told not to, the chief told you not to.
We're the police.
He told me not to
You don't need
specifically
it.
and also told me that I was
Can I
hanging
tell
by a
what it's about?
thread.
It's an official investigation.
There are two
It would be
police
well within their
officers
rights to
here
just
see
be
Mr.
like,
Monroe.
Cole Phelps, you're
Yeah, but that's-
fired from the police department for being a shithead.
Well,
and
I
also
mean,
we told you we were going to
Sure,
fire you.
the police might do that, but that doesn't mean the game will stop you from playing it, right? Like, this has already happened. You've already been, like, demoted and stuff. It doesn't mean you don't get to have another case, right? It's those things are distinct.
Would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
They're not going to turn this game
I'm
into a
afraid
private
it's
detective
impossible.
simulator here.
Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Aren't they?
Cut to the chase, sister.
Yes, they are
Yeah.
not going to do that.
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right.
This is getting us nowhere.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with
Existing.
a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come
Hey,
on
it's the
out.
guy from the Flyers.
It's Mr. Leland Monroe. So, I wonder if he knows. Like, does he know someone's been setting fires on his behalf, or did he order it done, or is it just that some subordinate has been doing it to, meet their quota?
I think I heard a ping as I was walking over here, but I'm not 100% positive. It didn't vibrate the controller in any way, so.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the
Just going for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just ask him the
Turning
hell.
up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers.
He sort of clammed up when we were like, do you want to explain that one? But
Yeah.
that's a high number.
Yeah, it's not lie. I mean, you've got no proof,
We
is the
found
thing.
a family burnt out in their
I hit
home.
doubt, by the way.
Another house burned to the
I
ground.
see.
Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
He's got a point. Also,
Yeah.
we didn't learn anything.
No, I wonder though, in theory, if you could like make it clear to Monroe that what he's doing is risky, maybe he will at least stop.
I think that the newspaper made it clear that it is no longer within his control.
That is the problem. Yes, they've fucked all the way up. Oh,
I
that was
missed
a
the
low.
question, but that was a low number.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
Is it literally just
My company runs.
lie, check out this flyer you have?
I reckon so, because like you got the flyer has his picture on it, right?
Yeah.
Like he's right there. I'm Leland Monroe.
Yeah. Also,
I mean,
that's
although maybe the number though.
Whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient.
Yeah.
Proof.
Yeah,
any
let's
number
just show
that's
it.
below 95%, I'm immediately like, that's probably a lie.
We have to trust the numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the one. We don't want
Yep.
the origami crane one. We want this one.
No.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that
Oh.
they get given to holdouts.
Do you think that he might lead us back to
My face is the brand. It's on all our
the
advertising.
psychiatrist man whose name suddenly escapes me as
Fontaine. That would
Yeah.
be nice.
Know that the mayor and the chief of police.
Yeah, I'm aware. They
are
told
of
us
the
not to come
Suburban
here.
Redevelopment Fund. You want to accuse them of murder as well?
Yeah, actually. Ooh. Hang on. Let me just stop doing this real quick to check the Huckster achievement that I just got. Oh. Outwit Leland Monroe on discussing his developments or advertising campaign.
Oh, okay. I guess he
Shake a
did
leg,
not want. I mean,
What the?
Not right now.
I don't know what button I hit to make him say that, but I don't
you
want to
pressed
hit it
B, you
again.
were trying to get up, and he was like, "No, we got to keep talking to this guy."
Made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people?
Yeah,
out of
actually,
their
that's exactly
homes
what I'm
so
suggesting.
that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plan if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
That's
Is
a
the
high
American
number.
way to burn people alive in their homes?
Yes, actually.
Maybe it is. Actually, that probably is the American way, isn't it?
Come on, Mr. Monroe.
So obviously
You
down him
expect
again,
me to
yeah.
believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in
I'm glad we come
defiance
here,
are usually
even if it's going to get us fired from the
wastebasket of
police.
history.
It's nice to yell at this shithead,
To
yeah.
answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so.
I mean, he's right that the answer was actually no.
You suppose it could be any of them.
Not able
I
to
haven't
say.
listed their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD.
He's slick, isn't
The
he?
secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board?
Yeah,
of the police
well aware. You've mentioned this 3 times now.
He's trying to be very, very clear about it, though, isn't he?
What's this?
None of
Well,
these men are
I
named
guess
Irene,
technically
so
we
I
should take a
don't
look at this list. Herbert Chapman. Herbert Chapman.
What about Chapman?
He's the firebug.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Oh man, do we just like by shortcutting the thing to go exactly where they told us not to go in some sort of oppositional defiant investigation sense? Like, is that going to get us to arrest the firebug guy from the first case?
I mean, what if he actually has been setting fires, like, as well?
That would be
Operator, give me dispatch.
interesting.
Putting you through now.
There is more than one arsonist in LA, I assume.
Yeah, probably. Also,
one of them is the guy who Fontaine has fucked up the treatment of. Extreme medical malpractice. But another one could be Herbert Chapman. He certainly likes.
Oh, so he wouldn't have been released in time to burn the guy down, or burn the house down.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address?
Yeah, he can't be responsible for this crime, can he?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
But he could have been responsible for the one that we arrested the guy for last time, and just like rejected him out of hand.
That would be a twist, yeah. Oh man, yeah, what if this is the only time that, so what if this is really the first time that a family was killed by the main guy, if the other one really was Chapman, for example?
So this is actually way more interesting than Homicide already, because like it's still ambiguous how many homicides are actually committed by, or how many arsons are committed by the person we're chasing, because there has been at least 2 different people
how many
now.
Yeah, the question is how many people you're chasing, even, and like, to what degree is Leland Monroe involved? Like,
whereas Homicide was fairly clearly like, yo, it's the Black Dahlia killer. There is one Black Dahlia killer, and it's basically just like watching you step into rakes until you find the right, correct rake.
This is a lot more ambiguous, and I like, of course, the element of, hey, look, powerful, important people are involved. You're not supposed to arrest people like this because they can make your life hell.
Yeah,
but
well,
you've got to do it
anyway,
that's the right thing to do.
They probably shouldn't have started threatening Cole Phelps, whose life they already ruined. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. What else has he got to lose?
I mean, his life, but that's kind of it.
Yes, okay, that's a good point. Maybe they'll just, like, kill him. That's probably a good idea, actually.
Yeah, they really should do that already. Like, at this point...
Depends on just how criminal they are, basically. So.
I mean, they're criminal enough to burn people alive in their homes, so...
But they didn't mean to do that, they were just incompetent, basically. It's, God, the contest thing that they had, that's just such a shitty plan. Like...
It's really bad, because there's links to them, like, all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone will totally accept this contest, and no one will remember about it either. They'll just be happy that they didn't get burned to death.
Yeah.
Except, like, everyone does remember it, and people did get burned to death.
Yeah.
It's like the worst possible combination.
No one will have to cancel for whatever reason.
There are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
Nice. Wait, what was this?
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
These are all the GIs who were about to move into their homes, but they were burned down.
This is America, dickhead. Now step back, or I'll lock you up for arrest.
Yeah, well...
Come on!
Oh, shit.
That's done it, Cole.
Nice.
Come on.
Yeah, that was also America.
Hello, man in the suit. I'm just gonna punch you in the head until you stop standing up.
Oh, you've really given him America.
Man, this man takes a lot of hits.
Maybe you need your headbutt him?
I've done so, and need him in the face.
Just start doing wrestle moves.
By God, the stunner! The Stone Cold Stunner!
Folks were baying for
the Stone Cold Stunner? Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Huh? Let's see if there's anything. Come on, that
I'm
was
not
good.
really cold, though, around here.
No, the Stone Cold Stunner. It's very different.
Oh, yes. So, how many homes burned down here? I wonder then whether this was... Yeah, basically what happened here was this, the firebug Albert Chapman. He could have done this, right? The timing is right. Was it the crazy guy, the traumatized guy who was like, now I need to burn everything down?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick.
Did they just burn down these homes because they were shitty?
Doesn't appear to be any wall ties
Yeah,
either.
was it someone who does not like low-quality constructions?
So many arsons. All right.
Holy shit. What a badly built house.
You got an idea, Hotshot?
I like the... No, I really don't, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. I guess we're done with the case?
Well, it's done today.
Was that,
Let's see who walked in.
I thought that was the gangster guy.
It wasn't.
Nope, it's... God damn it.
Well, on another level, you were right.
Cole?
Fuck off, Roy.
No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that.
Also, you look like shit with your hat off.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel Save about... the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
No, I'm good.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away.
He won't even...
You have no idea the type of people that are
Arsonists,
involved in that.
obviously.
Yeah.
Jesus.
People that sent you here.
It's like amateur hour over here.
Your investigation is finished.
No.
Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Is that the end of the case? I don't know.
It's the next
not
morning.
yet,
He's coming out of Elsa's apartment, and
Get the message about Monroe.
Probably where he lives now.
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
Kelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Earl. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
yeah, you didn't need to do a lot of things.
Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
A lot of ass wipes in this town.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people in this town. A lot of asses to be wiped.
No, not over yet.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of
Hey.
suspect Herbert Chapman is 6
Oh yes, you do need to track him down at least, just in case.
Apparently,
that,
they
Major
didn't get the
P.O.
message about how we're not
11K
on this
en route.
case anymore.
Let's go pick him up.
Well, I think they decided not to care 100% about it.
But I don't like to talk about
No. I mean,
Across a guy called
ooh.
Jack Kelso
Hey.
out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths
Huh.
cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you means
Unusual.
something to him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest
What's
of the
Cole worried
campaign?
about having
Jack
revealed
keeps
here?
Scum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Yeah, thankfully Biggs did not pick up on why Cole was worried about that.
Yeah, but also, it's sort of weird that Kelso's a fire insurance investigator. Like, curious.
It is interesting, yes. He was mentioned once before. When Courtney Sheldon came to speak to him, he did so in his offices at California Fire and Life.
That I did not remember his office. I just remembered him being the muscle for when they were foolishly trying to go up against the
Tangle.
literal mafia.
Yeah, they do like, we'll out-mafia the mafia. It temporarily worked, and then they all
Temporarily
died.
worked, and then like half of them died. Oops.
Yeah, more than half, I think. But yeah, that was at California Fire and Life was where they met initially.
But I wonder if we'll see him in another case. I mean, right? That's got to be what that's setting up. Like, hey, you're gonna see Kelso
Presumably
again
so.
soon.
Yeah, presumably Kelso will still be a character.
You can make a claim to the
The
department.
game's not done with him, I think.
That one was my fault.
Actually, in the most recent flashback we saw, where Cole's new squad was going through Japanese villages, like burning them out, Kelso was in that too, so they're clearly like in the same company now, because Cole's old company all died.
Yeah.
So they remained associated with each other in the war.
Again, despite Cole Phelps's staggering inability to lead or plan tactically or anything.
Look at all these empty lots and all the construction going on. It's clearly a massive facet of the city's life at the moment.
Oh yeah, like so I don't know exact numbers or anything, so I'm not going to quote any, but like there was a gigantic building of houses and everything in the suburbs and such for basically the entire 1950s, as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the city population grew by millions across that decade.
Well, the city population probably shrunk actually a little bit at least, because the suburb population grew.
But I mean, yeah, when I say city,
the population of the United States
urban
definitely
area.
grew very much. I've heard about this so-called baby boom and how it's ruining
Yes,
America.
the baby. It is famous, in fact. The baby boomers are still alive. The boomed babies. So here's the question: did Albert Chapman do anything? It would be plausible, but did he?
I don't think he did. He may have set the
Looking
first
for
fire.
Herbert Chapman. I'm looking for
Oh,
him too.
it's not Albert, it's Herbert.
I need to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
Definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Well, this is your chance to find any evidence, I guess.
Let's see what he's
Ooh.
pushing around.
A mosquito, yeah. He may totally have set that first one.
Because, like, he would love to... He was on the payroll of Elysian Fields, and he would love to go setting fires for them, right?
Yeah. But he was in jail for this one. So he didn't set this one.
Yeah, he didn't kill the Morelli family.
He's clearly armed.
I think we might end up
Interesting.
arresting him for this one, though.
Yeah, it's like kind of semi-justified by the fact that you probably should have arrested him for the last one. Oh dear. That's interesting. It's a twist.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the right guy last time, but we can get him this time for the wrong case.
He's coming out of the laundromat.
Hey, it's our boy.
He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Oh.
And he has a gun now, and he's on a trolley.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast,
Nice.
Cole.
A tramp.
I'll call this in, get
I
some
mean,
cars
sure.
dispatched.
Yeah,
Car
how do you
11K calling
deal with this?
KGPL.
Like, stops.
Well, that's not how you halt the trolley.
11K requesting assistance.
Yeah.
In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading
He has a gun to the driver's head, because that driver is just like slamming the shit out of all these cars.
Yeah, holy crap. Driving very dangerously. Yeah, you can't just ram this off the road because it's bigger than you are, basically.
What if I kept trying that?
You clearly can try. I'm watching you.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
It's just like wrecking the road.
Really gotta.
I wonder if you can smash up enough. Oh shit. Oh.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
I've clearly done that already,
I need to be closer, Phelps. Hold him
but I
tight,
may have already
Cole.
gotten that.
As soon as he
that
ditches the
side.
trap, we'll be there to grab him.
Yeah, it looks like it might not keep running forever, right? That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh hey,
Nice.
End of the line, you
Derailed.
little prick. Come on, Cole.
It's funny how everyone's they're projecting
What?
onto Chapman. He didn't.
oh god. What the? Oh god. What? So we're just gonna shoot him in the head and call it a day?
Cease and desist.
I guess I'm gonna actually shoot him in the chest and call it a day.
It's like we have our
What the?
Well done.
The mask was here.
That seemed to
Jim Carrey's The Mask was here, very briefly.
more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point.
What?
The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Which bit?
Like
Nice work, gentlemen.
his
Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that truck. You probably saved a lot of lives.
Like, does it matter what his motives
you,
are?
Phelps,
Like,
you'd be up
somebody
for a
said,
break.
"Hey, set these fires," and he was just like, "Yeah, fires."
Had our eyes
Yeah.
on that
Also,
No,
yeah,
he might
I
not.
caught that bit about the
Chapman
award
for
thing.
as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard.
So you're
I hope
not
this puts to
mad
bed
about
that crazy
okay.
stuff you had going about Leland Monroe.
He's
What were you
redeemed
thinking,
himself
Phelps?
by killing someone else.
Calling Richard Nixon a crook.
Ha ha ha! Cause yeah, ha ha. I get the reference.
It is a funny joke. He's the governor, isn't he? Nixon
Is he?
of California.
I actually don't know much about Richard Nixon's pre-White House career, other than his failed run for president in 1962.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now he's the governor of California.
What is it?
I could be wrong.
A letter from
He was a senator.
His
Nope, that's
insurance
later.
policy
Or
names
earlier,
Lou
sorry.
beneficiary.
Who is Lou?
California Fire and
At this point, he is
You worked for Elysian?
the
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
Very
House of
clever
Representatives rep from California's 12th district.
Elsa,
What? No, Lou. They're talking. Who are they talking
Nixon,
about? The
sorry.
cutscene?
I think
Nixon
there's
is
something
the
dirty about
yeah.
Elysian Fields.
What
Anyway.
has that
Oh.
got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help? It's Kelso.
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
Huh.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you take this money.
He hates
let them
he
get
hates
away
my
with
guts
it,
because
or
he
we
can
get
smell a
Jack's
rat.
help and do something about it.
Most people hate Cole's guts. Is the thing.
It's true.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
That sounds like it's a setup for a flashback after this evaluation scene here.
Possibly so. All right, that was an interesting case. It's not total.
You dropped out suddenly.
Oh, am I back? Hello,
Yes.
test. Hello, hi. Am I here?
Yes, you said
Check,
it's not
check,
totally clear,
check.
and then all of a sudden you stopped talking.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm back now. It's not totally clear to me how much stuff Albert Chapman was responsible for. Like, was he Monroe's main fire setter guy? Maybe. Maybe not.
I don't
He
think you
clearly
can
wasn't-
really have a main fire setter guy, not with an operation as big as they're running.
Yeah, they may well have several people. Notice
is-
the case notes there? A fistful of evidence might have got his attention. Maybe they're going to have to stop this operation. I hope so, but...
Fistful of evidence, though. I think if I had gone to the other place first... Oh, to
The
get
cement
the...
bricks.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
You could have been out to piss him off a little more, maybe.
But then maybe I would have gotten a less valorous... Because, like, this is perfect as far as they're
suspect so.
concerned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would have got less stars if you were able to make Monroe angrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So it's
Very
not
briefly,
over.
Before
but
we go too deep into anything else, I just want to say we were talking about Nixon and his place in politics
Yes.
right now. He is currently the United States House of Representatives rep from California's 12th district. Soon he becomes the senator from California and then vice president.
Okay, so is California's 12th district in Los Angeles?
Let's find out.
Los
Angeles.
The city.
No, it's San Francisco. Wait, nope, that's what it is today. I don't know what it was back then.
Oh, I also don't.
It was
Well.
in fact Eastern Los Angeles back then.
Okay, so Nixon may well be the
Rep for
the representative for that area. Nice.
I guess that would be why he would be on the tip of the tongue, in addition to, like, obviously the joke of, hey guys, Richard Nixon crimes.
Like, yeah, imagine if prominent local politicians were corrupt. Gosh, that's not going to happen.
So yeah, that case is okay.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. It's clearly not over, despite being part of it being over. Like, you know, obviously there's the arsonist on the loose, right? The crazy one.
Yeah.
Fontaine, who set him free, basically, needs to, in some way, be apprehended or something. And it sounded like Cole was saying, well, I've been called off, you know? I mean, it's been made clear by the police that he's not allowed to investigate Monroe.
Yeah.
But maybe he can get someone else to.
And the someone else is Kelso, who hates his guts, but is like Cole in that he is persistent, tenacious, about
Yes.
getting to the bottom of things, even when those things are like personally harmful or just like not even really relevant sometimes.
Yeah. The main thing is, I think, so Cole pretty much has nothing left to lose himself, right? But his partner does, and also, if he went hard after Monroe, the police they would just fire him, right? They would be like, yeah, stop investigating this case, you're not an officer anymore.
Especially because, like, at this point, if he went after Monroe, he would be basically like a crazy lunatic. There's some circumstantial evidence, but a lot of it's like easily explainable away. Like, oh yeah, of course there's a bunch of these pamphlets everywhere, because there's a lot of pamphlets in the city of Los Angeles right now. They're trying to do a big build-up. And of course these people won contests just before their house burned down, because they're giving away to a lot of contests right now.
Yep. The strongest evidence against Leland Monroe is actually the fact that he's got Roy Earl in his pocket.
Yeah. He shouldn't have did that.
That means he must be a criminal. But it also means it's hard to do anything about him right now.
I mean, he has a gun.
Well, it was interesting, wasn't it, that Biggs mentioned that as a solution? Like, when he was really upset by the dead Morelli family, he was like, we're not going to arrest whoever did this, we're going to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
And that's what they did end up doing to Albert Chapman, but...
there is no way that Chapman did this particular killing.
Yeah, it's funny how they're kind of just overlooking the fact that he was in police custody.
Yeah, everybody's just well, sure is convenient. Done.
Yeah.
Please stop looking.
I mean, Cole has not overlooked it, but...
Yeah. But has Biggs, is my question. Like, we didn't actually get his take on that one.
I think he's trying to, and may or may not succeed in the end.
I suspect we will find out in the next case, which will happen after this presumed flashback.
Yeah, let's see if there's a flashback. It may or may not. May or may not. Yeah, the mayor and the chief of police.
I was really expecting... So, because of the way that they actually brought up...
well, hang on. Look at the screen. Perhaps we should watch this cutscene. Do you see what's below the pause?
It looks like fire insurance.
Fire and life.
Okay, here we go. House of Sticks is the name of the case, as you can read on your screen.
Makes sense for
California
arson.
Fire and Life again. That office looks like... So, I deliver occasionally.
Mr. Kelso?
Jane walked into my office, legs all the way up. I took the bottle of whiskey from my desk, changed the vertical blinds so that the light came through them in a noir way.
What the? Wait, hang on. What? Why
Objective.
Why are we...
So, I mean,
we're controlling somebody else now.
If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
So LA Noire does this interesting thing, kind of a strange formal conceit. It introduces the protagonist to the game 3/4 of the way through.
With that, I think we've finished this episode of LA Noire.
Correct.
I will see you guys next time. I'm immediately more interested in this game now. I'm back on board, LA Noire. You did it.
The one thing they could possibly have done. They've written out Cole Phelps.
Fuck off. Alrighty. See you guys next time.